Hello everyone, yours sincerely Sal here. I'm standing in my room right now looking out at the snow. I'm hoping you're enjoying yourselves in this cold, blizzardy type weather. I thought I'd come on and just kind of give you an update as to what I'm doing. I haven't been vlogging as much recently because there's been so much going on and I found it overwhelming. Last week, or I think it was the week before, was my birthday. So I was celebrating that, yeah! Another year older, another year wiser. If you haven't, go back and look at my vlog about vlogging what I've learned in my 20s, because that might give you a bit more of a reflection as to where I am now after my birthday. Shout out to my husband for giving me this amazing t-shirt for my birthday. If you look, it says, I just moved my scarf out of the way, yours sincerely Sal. It has been a massive booster for me, to be honest, because there have been times where, like I said, I've kind of thought, oh, should I keep doing this, you know, or you get frustrated when you don't see the views, you think, you know, it's not really helping anyone, but the bottom line is I know why I'm doing what I'm doing, and I think you just have to continue if you have a vision. But today, without, you know, dragging on the introduction, I wanted to talk to you about a few things, like from my Bossmom series, about how I became a boss mum, what it is that I do, and how you can become a boss mum too. What is it that I do? Okay, I have multiple business ventures. I will start off with the ones that are active, and I will leave the ones that are pending, because I think you will see those. I won't be hiding those from you, but you will see them coming into fruition as yours sincerely goes along. I'm really excited about them, actually. But okay, so the first thing I do is I deal with property. So I own property and I manage property, and it's a passion of mine. And I'm just slowly building my portfolio. It's been very challenging. The journey wasn't easy when I first started. The second thing I do is vlogging, obviously. But yeah, so also because I have heirs, and you know he's 2 years old, going on to 20. I also am running a baby group. If you're one of the mums watching this, shout out to you, you're amazing, and it's always great going out and dealing with them. But I wouldn't classify that as a business, but it does help me with my boss mum skills, because you're managing, you're organising, and you're still doing the things that you'd be doing in a lot of the other businesses. You have to think ahead. I also have a wedding stationery company, and that we had, I think, since we got married, actually. Once we got married, we started slowly building that up. Only thing with that is, unfortunately, I haven't had much time to do it. It does take a lot of time, and I love to put my heart into whatever I'm doing. So with the stationery business, it's been a case of just kind of doing it as and when we can fit it in. But yeah, those are the 3 major things that I'm doing. I think there were little things, I'd call them seeds, that, you know, some of suggestion that some people would make. So in the past, I worked as a receptionist in a law firm, and there was a guy, and he was a multi-millionaire in terms of property, and he said to me, you know, he came in one day and he said to me, oh, do you have any property? I said, no. At the time I was only about 19, so I was like, me, property? That's the last thing on my mind. I just want to get my salary so I can buy something nice. And he said, you should have 3 by now. And I kind of was like, what? Like, in the back of my head, I was thinking, I'm only 19, like, how can I have 3? But in his mind, because he had built up his portfolio, for him it came with ease, and the way he was talking and encouraging me to actually go into property really did make me think. But I didn't end up going into property until well, I started in my early 20s, made a few mistakes, as you do when it comes to property, and I'll be honest with that. Anything you do, you're going to make mistakes. If you don't, it's probably because you've had help or because someone's supporting you, or you're just lucky. And that's a good thing, I guess, if you're lucky. But I know very few people who don't make mistakes when they do business. But they just have a tenacity. Like I said with the Boss Mom, you're just resilient. You just keep getting up and you keep moving forward. Because success, I think, is created in the failures. So he kind of put those seeds into my mind. As I went along, obviously I got the property, failed, done a few things and failed and learnt. And then I got married and had a baby, and life was good. And we'd bought our first property, and I was just kind of decorating the house one day, and I played on a podcast, Rob and Rob, the property podcast, and I will actually leave a link for them if you are interested, because they talk about all things property. Like, you could be a novice or you could be very advanced, and everybody will get something from it. And I was just like painting away, heavily pregnant, listening to these guys talking about property, and I thought, from a few of the podcasts, I actually can do this. I know we can do this. And we started they have property meetups, so we started going to the meetups and meeting other landlords and landladies, and that's when I think it started to become more of a possibility, because of the fact that we were interacting with people that were like-minded. That's how we got completely, we started to throw ourselves into it, and that's how we said no, we're going to go on, we're going to push on, and we're going to make this a reality. And that's where it all started. Wedding stationery started because we invented our own wedding invites. We created our own wedding invites, and then we just got harassed from there. And so we were like, actually, maybe we should do something with this. And we have been in magazines. We have done some phenomenal things with the wedding stationery. But yeah, I just think it's a time thing. That one's still a baby business, and it still takes a lot of dedication. What was the other thing? Vlogging. We will be talking about vlogging in a separate video, like how much I make, what advice I have for anyone who wants to do it. Yeah, I think vlogging is a journey. It's a long-term investment. It's not something that, and I'm not shy to talk about it, because I think some people think, she's being a sales lady, she's trying to sell to me. Nah, I'm just being myself. I don't need to sell anything. Be yourself, and what's meant for you will come to you. All the good that's meant for you will come to you. Firstly, you have to have a dream, and then you have to have a vision, and then you have to have a plan. For me, a dream and a vision are two different things. A dream is that idea in the back of your head, oh yeah, I really would love to do this one day. A vision is, I'm actually trying to figure out in my mind and my heart how I'm going to work this out. How can this be a possibility? And for me, I feel like when my dreams started to become visions, I started to align myself in a way where I could accommodate whatever it was I was going to birth. I call it birthing my businesses. But yeah, have the dream, have the vision, have the plan, write the vision down, and go into detail about how will this thing be executed. I did that a lot, especially with vlogging. What is it I'm doing? And as you can see, you see my website, and you see the intricacy of the website. If you haven't, please just have a quick look. Even if you haven't got time, just glance and you will see the layout. And in the layout, I don't know if it will cover the screen, it will show you the different sections: fashion, beauty, sincere manuscripts, sincere lifestyle. All of those things, they all were written down, they were all structured before I actually delivered. That way, when you execute it, if you have people following you, if you have people supporting you, and if you're supporting others, they can get a clear vision as to how to move forward. You can work out those things. Business plans, if you go online, I might try and find a link for you just to kind of give you an idea of a business plan. I did business studies years ago, and they talked about how to create a business plan, having your objectives, having your mission statement, knowing your competition, knowing your target market, who your customers are, your budget. You know, you work out all these things as you go along. And knowing when you're going to be in debt, when you're going to be start making profit. If you can actually start working out those things, that will make a massive difference to your progression in your business. Research, and then research some more because it will make a massive difference to your target market, and to the where you know, you can hunt out your people, the people who are going to thrive from what you have to say, or what you have to give, or what you have to offer. I really want to build a community out of this. So if you feel that this is really encouraging you or made a difference, or you think it's going to help someone else, just share or comment or interact. And if you have not, please do subscribe, because I'm going to give you some real golden nuggets on this channel. And press the bell so you can get regular updates. All right, thank you, have a good day.